This indulgent chocolate s'mores cake is the definition of pure decadence. It starts off with a dense cookie butter infused chocolate cake filled with marshmallow fluff covered in delicious chocolate frosting. Then it's covered in chocolate sauce and it's topped with toasted marshmallows. Let's begin with that devilishly dense chocolate cake. You're going to add some flour, cocoa powder, baking powder and bicarb soda along with some salt and malt powder to a large mixing bowl. Let's mix that up before we add some brown sugar, combine that, and then to a separate bowl you're going to add some buttermilk, oil, some eggs, and you're going to whisk that up. We're going to add some warmed up cookie butter before we mix that up again. Then we're going to add our dry ingredients, give it another mix, add some vanilla extract and some boiling water. This is the last time we're going to mix this before we pop it into our 8-inch cake tins. Top it with some mini marshmallows and then pop it in the oven to bake. Let's move on to our delicious chocolate buttercream. To a large mixing bowl, you're going to add some softened butter. You're going to give that a mix on high speed until it's fluffy and pale. Then you're going to add some powdered sugar and cocoa powder. Sift that in and give it a mix. Start off on low speed so you don't end up with a sugar dust storm. Add some melted dark chocolate which has been melted and cooled to room temperature. You're going to mix that in and your frosting is done. Moving on to that chocolate ganache that sits on top of our cake, we're going to add some chocolate and cream to a microwave safe bowl. Microwave this for 30 seconds at a time, stirring each time until it's smooth. Our cake has baked beautifully. We're going to add a little bit of frosting on top of our serving plate before we add the first layer of cake. Pipe a ring of frosting around the first layer of cake. I decided to do this double because I want to add lots of marshmallow fluff in the center. You're going to spread that around and then I'm just going to cover it in some of that excess chocolate frosting. Pop the next layer of chocolate cake on top and we're going to cover this in some more chocolate frosting. Spread that frosting around. It doesn't have to look perfect. We're going for kind of a rustic look here. Then we are going to pop this in the fridge before we add our chocolate ganache on top. Let that drizzle over the sides before you add some giant toasted marshmallows. Well, they're not toasted yet. We're going to be toasting them using a kitchen blowtorch. Alternatively, you can pop these on a skewer and toast them over the stove. The final touch is some graham crackers. And guys, doesn't this look like something you just want to take outdoors and eat all to yourself? If you want to grab the recipe for this, it's going to be on the scranline.com. If you want to watch more delicious recipes from me, they're up on screen right now. Thank you so much for watching and thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring the video. I'll see you all on the next episode of the Scran Line.